Remote sensing satellite, the friends of farmers. India is the second largest producer of fruit and vegetables in the world and has made a mark in the field of horticulture. Farmers, particularly in the northeastern region, have benefited greatly from the use of remote sensing techniques. This has been achieved under the Technology Mission for Integrated Development of Horticulture. The Technology Mission was launched by the Department of Agriculture and Cooperation, Ministry of Agriculture, Government of India during the 10th five-year plan. It was primarily to boost horticulture in northern and northeastern India. Except Brahmaputra and Barak Valley, most of the northeastern region is full of undulating terrain covered with rivers and forests. The undulating terrain limits the choice of cultivation of field crops. However, it is well suited for cultivation of horticultural crops. One of the aims of the Technology Mission was to bring about a change in the age-old farming practice of jhum cultivation. This method involves cutting of vegetation and burning the biomass before preparing the land for the cultivation of agricultural crops. Cultivating the crops on the same field over the years results in decline in productivity. The field is abandoned and the farmer takes up a new parcel of land for jhum cultivation. Such a practice results in soil erosion, loss of forest resources, and overall environmental degradation. The Technology Mission envisaged bringing change in jhum cultivation by promoting horticultural crops. Horticultural crops occupy the field for longer period, also provide good economic return. The first step in this direction was the identification of existing jhum lands and categorization of these lands with respect to their suitability for specific horticultural crops. Once these areas were identified, farmers were trained about the methods of horticultural farming. They were also assisted with resources such as seeds, saplings, fertilizer, etc. Scientists of the Space Application Center, Ahmedabad, worked in collaboration with the state remote sensing application centers and the Department of Horticulture to map jhum land using images from Indian remote sensing satellites. Satellite images were used to identify and map different categories of jhum lands like current jhum, abandoned jhum, etc. Digital elevation models were used to determine the elevation, slope, and aspect of the jhum land region. Information about the soil and weather was used to determine suitability of the terrain for cultivation of a particular crop. For example, eastern or southern slopes are considered suitable for the cultivation of apples in Arunachal Pradesh. Clustered distributions of jhum lands, nearness to villages, and connectivity with roads were also considered. Site suitability for apples, grapes, pineapple, cashew nut, mandarin, and passion fruit was addressed. The Dirang, Bomdila, and Jamiri circles of West Kameng in Arunachal Pradesh were found to be suitable for growing apples. It was observed that these regions had the potential to grow the common as well as the delicious variety of apples. Accordingly, farmers of these regions were trained in the technique of apple farming by officials of the State Horticulture Department.
कि हम लोग वो बताया कि इसको पैच बडिंग करिए, तो जिसमें जो है कि आपको एक साल की बचत हो जाती है। मई के लास्ट में, मई जून में पैच बडिंग कर देने से आफ्टर 6 मंथ के बाद में वो प्लांट जनवरी फरवरी में फिर लगाने के लायक हो जाता है।
In the same way, Nehlan in the Champai district of Mizoram was adjudged suitable for the cultivation of the Bangalore blue variety of grapes.
In Nehlan, Champai district, the remote sensing department has assisted us in identifying the cluster area, locations, marking and identifications, and accordingly we go and take up the cultivation of grape, and the success is remarkable.
As a result of the cluster approach, large-scale grape production was achieved.
ये ग्रेप 2007 से लगाने के लिए कैसे काट के लिए उसको ट्रेनिंग दे दिया.
I took to grape production in Nehlan village. Today, not just my household, but the entire village is grateful for the support and guidance offered by the technology mission.
अंगूर का खेती शुरू करने के बाद तो उसे बहुत फायदा मिला है. हर एक घर सुविधा मिला है. हाँ, पैसा बहुत मिलता है.
Farmers in the region have formed Grape Grower Society. State Horticultural Department has guided the farmers in establishing a wine factory.
इसको देख करके मार्केटिंग की व्यवस्था डिपार्टमेंट ने कर रखी है. लोग प्रोडक्शन अच्छा खासा होने लग गया है और ये टेक्नोलॉजी मिशन की देन है.
हम लोगों को जैसे कि मार्केटिंग सेक्टर में हम लोगों को क्रेट्स दिया जा रहा है. ये सब हम लोगों को मतलब टेक्नोलॉजी मिशन के थ्रू से हॉर्टिकल्चर डिपार्टमेंट हम लोगों को सुविधा प्रोवाइड कर रहा है. अभी घर वर भी बन रहा है हॉर्टिकल्चर जो इसका कमाई है जो वहाँ दिखाई दे रहा है वो सब.